said goodbye to Shelly, and ran home like lightning to warn Mom. Unfortunately, she wouldn't listen to me.
That's it. I've had enough of your lies. Pack your things. You're going to a boarding school.
You're playing right into Mr. Jared's hand. He wants to get rid of me before I stop him. Take off your rose-colored glasses. My words just made Mom even more furious. She drove me to a boarding school the very next day. It was a disaster. I felt like I was in prison. I wasn't mad at my mom at all. After all, it was my fault she didn't believe me. Even the most innocent lies can destroy trust. Most of all, I was sad because there was nothing I could do to save her from Mr. Jared. One evening, I got permission to leave the boarding school. I felt so helpless, I sat down on a park bench and burst into tears. Some guy suddenly sat down next to me.
Are you all right? You look familiar, even though I'm sure we've never met.
The guy's name was Gregory. He had big, kind eyes. I told him how my stepfather framed me using fake photos.
That's why you look so familiar.
Gregory said he was great at Photoshop and recently got paid by a man called Mr. Jared and edited some photos to make it look like I was in them.
I was just doing my job. I'm sorry, I didn't know those photos would ruin someone's life. Let me help you. I feel terrible.
Before I could say anything, I got a call from Shelly.
I found out you were sent to boarding school. It's Mr. Jared's doing, isn't it? We should team up and punish him.
I cheered up after finding 2 allies at once. But now, making Mom and Mr. Jared break up wasn't enough for me. We wanted him to be punished for his crimes. So, my allies came up with a plan and got down to business. I didn't participate physically because I had to return to my boarding school, but I knew about the plan. First, Gregory used Photoshop to create photos in which my stepfather was hugging different women and left them on the porch of our house so that my mom could see them. Unfortunately, Mr. Jared found them first and hid them. However, it was all part of our plan. Mr. Jared started acting nervous and suspicious after that.
Someone is on to me. It must be that brat, Charlene.
He told Mom he thought I'd run away from the boarding school. Mom didn't believe him, but they came to the boarding school to see if I was there anyway. I came out to see them, looking like an innocent angel, and the principal confirmed that I had been in class all day.
Did I see a ghost?
Mom fumed, and they started to fight every day after that. This worked according to our plan, and Mom started losing interest in him. After that, Gregory wrote a fake news story about Shelly and her mom going missing and made sure that Mr. Jared read it. Mr. Jared saw the news and got scared. He looked like someone who was possessed. Later, he confessed his crimes in front of Mom. Mom was shocked. She recorded everything and later called the police. He told the cop how he tricked gullible single women out of all their possessions. He was handcuffed and locked in a cell. The next morning, Mom came to the boarding school in tears.
Oh, my baby. You were right. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. I couldn't say anything.
But I wanted Mom to trust me again. So I told her my friends and I were the ones who exposed Mr. Jared's lies. Mom, I'm sorry I lied to you so often. By the way, when I was 6, I threw the broccoli out the window. I'm really sorry. We made up and promised to always be honest with each other. Mom took me away from that creepy boarding school, and I soon came back to my old school.